Your favorite words?
This is like Barcelona is one of my favorite words.
Barcelona?
Yeah, Barcelona. It's just like the way it sounds.
Barcelona.
So yeah, way it sounds.
I like the words spunk, gunk.
Yeah. I lay on the scale, you gotta glow. You gotta glow. She had my attention, she gotta know.
I'd like to welcome everyone to another episode of the Let's Gather podcast. I'm your host Zeke, and in this episode, I'm my friend Joe to speak about being an artist. You can find more information about him by clicking the link in the description below. I'll leave the content warning if you're trying to language use this episode, and hope you have a nice day and enjoy the show. I'd like to welcome you to the podcast.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining. So I'll give you the floor to introduce yourself, and then we get to the questions.
All right. Sick. My name is Joel Carlos. Carlo, not with an S. Carlo Bautista. And maybe sometimes Dogma. Yeah.
Nice. So for that, and what would your origin story be, and how would you like to represent it? So what medium would you choose? Would you make a book, a TV show, anything?
I would say book, as in both writing and drawing. I love drawing, so yeah, that would be my medium. I mean, okay, so I guess the origin story behind that is that when I was a kid, my mom used to draw. We had homework to draw different things and art stuff, and I didn't know how to draw. My mom would do it for me, and I would bring that homework to school, and my classmates would be like, "Oh, Joel knows how to draw," and then so I would have to live up to my name and then actually learn how to draw. And so I've been what do you call it, an imposter this whole time. And it's actually my mom drawing all my drawings. But yeah, that's my origin story. Ever since then, I've always been drawing, and that they just branched out to so many other things. But I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg, really. Yeah.
That's funny. You start getting commissions at 4 years old, like, hey, this guy is a new next Picasso, and we need to take care of this person. You just like, yes.
What was that? Wait, can you repeat that?
Like your mom doing it for you, so then you're just like, you start getting commissions and people start saying nice things, and you just like, yes, and you just keep up.
Yeah, you just got to keep up with this name that you built for yourself. No, eventually I did know how to draw actually better than my mom, but she definitely taught me like the utmost, like the roots of what it is to create something cool. She used to teach me how to, like the number 2. Well, you know how you learn how to write the numbers and stuff. She would teach me how to make the number 2 into a duck, the number 8 into like a snowman, and it was one for a different design for each and every number. But that really taught me how to see things differently. Like you see number 2 is a duck, like really. So yeah.
Nice. And you continue to do that to this day, and that's how we met.
Yeah. Wait, can you remind me how we met? Because I don't remember.
It's for some reason it was in lexicon. You was working newspaper. Either you probably knew one of my friends, or wait, was it Noah? Was it Noah?
Oh yeah, of course.
I think it was Noah that we introduced us.
I believe so. I know all your friends, man. I know your family. Okay. No, but I know. Yeah. Noah, great guy.
Or was it definitely? It was one of those two.
It could have been Josh too, but it was a different time back then. Yeah, in media suite, the ticker room, as I call it. Yeah, where I also, I guess, was drawing cool cartoons there for the newspaper against the government institution. Yes. Would you like to hear more about my drawings?
Yeah.
I don't know, like what I did in the ticker, I guess, or
I don't know. I don't know. I'm also a designer, but I quit every now and then. So what goes to your mind when you design or draw?
When I design, you know what's been really influencing me recently has been what I eat. So if it's like a cupcake that it's gone bad and I feel really nauseous, I'm gonna draw a guy throwing up. If it gives me anxiety, I mistake it for anger, and I'm gonna draw some guy like screaming. And so I didn't know my stomach is very weak with a lot of things. So I constantly get a stomach issue. So I'm constantly drawing people screaming. So if you see my sketchbook, it's a bunch of people screaming, and it's a big metaphor for really problems in the bathroom, really. So I mean, apart from that, my music, I listen to a lot of music, and I guess that influences it too. You know, yeah, a lot of
Nice.
a lot of dance music. You know, because when you're like you really need to go to the bathroom, you need some kind of soundtrack, so you put on some fast paced music, and you run to the bathroom as fast as you can. Have you had one of those experiences where like you're in Baruch College, because we both went to Baruch? Have you had one of those experiences where like you really need to go to the bathroom and you need to run, to one, and then the one on your floor is not working, and then you go downstairs, and then like the elevator is like stuck, and then you need to go with the one underneath? Have you had one of those experiences?
I try to avoid those.
How do you avoid them?
I don't know.
Are you eat the right things? You healthy?
Not at all.
You don't. What do you eat?
I don't know. I mean, I eat out a lot because I'm lazy, but when I do, I also do cook, but like it's not like the healthiest stuff.
You do what?
It's not like the healthiest stuff to eat. It's like there's no balance. I'm all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like you look at the food pyramid, it is all over the place either way. So like you're good, I think. You're doing better than a lot of people. So, what's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Favorite? I've been recently with Gone to the Chicken. It's a Korean style place. Get chicken tenders,
Nice.
bulgogi.
Nice.
Looks
Were
like a
you
hit.
were you in Baruch when the whole Popeyes thing happened? Like the whole sandwich thing, the chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Did you order yourself a chicken sandwich?
I got it the second wave, not the first wave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The first wave ones tasted like, well, I mean, they tasted all right, but I think I finished a whole sketchbook after I ate that. So, yeah. No, the ticker room ordered like 9, and I was like, okay. I went with my friend. It's like, okay, let's go and get them. It probably took an hour or two just to wait for chicken sandwiches. Yeah, and then the day afterwards, they put a sign up and it said 1 per person only. Yeah, it was insane. But I love Popeyes. I still eat it to this day.
Yeah, that's like unlike things like cheap and like convenient.
Yeah, I think it's the things that are more likely to kill you that are the most exciting things. So like Popeyes, for sure. I think so. I eat it a lot. Yeah.
I remember that craze. I was like, I'm not gonna wait online for a chicken sandwich. It's okay. I don't need a chicken sandwich.
I lived dangerously, and I waited there for 2 hours, and honestly, I probably gained more weight waiting there and staying still than what the sandwich gave me. It was nice and crunchy though. I mean, honestly, what a sham, what a marketing sham and stuff. But yeah, when did you start these podcasts, by the way?
2020. Technically 2019, but 2020.
So you've been at it for 2 years.
Yeah. Listen.
Whoa.
Well, I started 2020, so like this will be the 3rd full year.
Oh my God. That's great. And have you been in podcasts have you interviewed in podcasts too?
Yeah, I've been interviewed before.
What's the craziest question you have to answer?
I don't know. There's no really crazy questions. It's just everybody's pretty much like not like uniform, like not like similar, but uniform, like pretty easygoing questions.
Right on. Have you ever had a crush on your teacher?
No, I don't think so. It was mostly just like school for me.
I think I had a crush on one.
He like, hey, you watching this?
Well, if they watch this, if they're watching this, I mean, really, their teaching career must be going in the right direction, because they're listening to the best podcast they can from experienced artists experienced people. Sorry, I'm like doing this and the light keeps going off. I'm sorry. It's disrupting the whole. There you go. You see that? It's blinding me. All right. About my book. Would you like to know anything about my book?
Yeah, we can get into your book.
Get into my book. Did you buy my book?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, it's right there.
I don't believe you.
I sent you the money.
No,
In your face.
I'm kidding. No, I believe you. Is there something you would want to know about the book? Because I mean, there's just so many topics that come up with.
Well, we can start with how did we get to dogs? That's like our main theme, so we can start there.
Oh yeah, how did we get to dogs?
Yeah.
Oh okay. So I think I first got the idea to use a dog. You know what? I kind of came to me because I went to do you know the shop called Search and Destroy in St. Mark's?
No.
It's like this punk shop, and they sell clothes. And so I went to go visit it one day with my younger brother because I was showing him this like punk shop, and it's very like you go in there, it's very scary. There's a lot of like there's a lot of what can I say in this podcast when I can't die? Am I gonna be bleeped out? You could bleep.
No, I'm lazy.
Huh? You're lazy?
Yes.
Okay, so there was a lot of porn
Mhm.
in there, and it's very crazy. It's very crazy. But anyway, I went there with my brother one day because I wanted to show him this great crazy store, and we were at the cash register, and I saw on the corner of my eye, it was like I guess it was one of these hats, but it was a goofy hat, and I was like, shit. That's the most punk shit I could think of buying in there. And it wasn't even that expensive. So I was like, and they had two. So then I was like, well, let me go buy these two. And so I bought them. And then I was like, shit, I'm going to wear this forever. Fuck this. And then, and then that was, it was a dog. So that was like, and then a year afterwards, I mean, I kept wearing it and stuff. I just thought it was the coolest thing. It wasn't until a year afterwards where I, was actually attacked by a dog, by a Dalmatian, a big Dalmatian, which was a crazy coincidence because I always wear a dog over my head, and now here's a dog bit me right here on my face, and I don't know, but even since my childhood, I mean, I used to have a plushed, which is in my book, I guess, a plushed Dalmatian I used to always carry with me as a comfort animal, and that same thing just bit me. So I think it's insane. Just dogs have just been appearing up in my life. So I don't know what to do with these coincidences other than writing them down and I mean telling you, it sounds cool. Yeah.
Makes sense.
You have a relationship? You have a good relationship with dogs, or what is your relationship with dogs? Do you have a dog?
No, I'm allergic. So.
Oh shoot. Well, I mean, less chance of you getting bit, so that's good.
I'm pretty like neutral. Like, I won't go out my way to like find a dog, but if a dog's in my area, I just won't be angry. I just be like, okay, as long as I'm out the way of the dog, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's some giant ones. I to this day I still like kind of steer away from these things, although like I've done my like I pet the dog that actually bit me. I've done my exposure therapy on myself, and I just I've gone to the point where I could pet it, but to this day like these giant dogs are just like, oh, I mean, I guess you stay away from them because of the allergic reaction. But mine's more of a brain thing. But yeah, that's where the dogs came from. And then ever since then, more dogs have been popping up in my life. My first zine that I ever made, the small ones, the cover it was a dog mauling me, and that was a year before that thing happened. So, and it's been basically a crazy life ever since then, or it always has been. It was almost like as if it's meant to be, as if I had to. As if it was meant to be that I had to go into that store and find that goofy hat, it was like calling to me. And eventually this Pluto hat, because if you think about the dynamic between a Goofy and Pluto, They're both dogs, but one is a human, and like one is like respected as a human being, or at least like a like humanoid, with Mickey and stuff. And then Pluto, he's in like his own doggy house, and he has to be fed and on a leash, you know. So it's crazy dynamic, which I never thought about until I wrote my book. Yeah.
Nice. I did have a dog jump on me in the elevator once. I just backed up. I just leaned back
In
and
the elevator?
yeah.
Holy shit! How'd that go?
I was in the elevator and the dog came in first and then it jumped up, almost landed on me, but the owner put it back.
Oh my god! Wait, so was it excited or did it want to attack you?
I think it was just excited. It just jumped. It wasn't like any aggression. It was just like
It jumped on you, or did it just jump? Like it just
it
emoted?
was it was a tall dog, so the arms were able to almost touch my shoulders. I was like, oh
Oh my god! Were you a different person after that, or
no.
no?
It was just
You
like, oh.
didn't write a book called Dog Mom?
No.
Yeah, you could. You could make a lot of money out of a dog. But man, yeah, no, those are crazy events. I always hear about these things going on with like just crazy dogs. It's not even, because everyone says that pit bulls, or this whole thing where people think that pit bulls are like aggressive as heck. But what terrifies me a lot when I was writing the book, and one of the big reasons I was writing the book, was just thinking about what I went through, and what I didn't want and someone else to go through. And I mean, specifically a kid, I mean, there's so many stories of kids being deathly, like just killed by dogs. And it's not even, I don't even think it's a dog's fault, because it's part of a dog's instinct to it's just and it's like, what do you call it, it's what it is. It's a dog, it's an animal. So it's like, it's not even the dog's fault, but it's so sad. And sometimes I feel like even training won't even help a lot of that stuff, because it's just, they could snap one day and like just go for it. And I think that idea just got me so interested in like just the idea of a dog rebelling and pulling on the leash, and and just becoming a dog, and not on some furry stuff, but becoming a dog that bites back and pulls on the leash in life. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, at least when I grew up, there was a lot of things that were, with a lot of the things that I'm doing now. I mean, as far as like drawing and stuff, I mean, growing up, parents that are telling me I can't necessarily, art is not necessarily the best choice. I feel like that dog pulling on the leash helps. You can help a lot of artists, I think. You know what I mean? Like, you have to pull on the leash sometimes. You have to become the dog that bites back. And I think that's what the dog bite taught me too. So yeah.
Makes sense.
I had that book there forever. Oh yeah, the first edition one. First edition Dog Mall. Did I tell you the secret in the book?
No.
The cover. So the book is about self-reflection, my self-reflection. And if you stand with it in front of a mirror, it says something else, actually.
Dogma, I am God.
Yeah. You gotta take the piss sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what that means? Taking the piss.
I know where like the phrase comes from. Like, yeah, you just gotta do it, and you just gotta be like cheeky with it. You just like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta be cheeky, dog. I had this idea of hopefully sometime we pasting a big dog in front of a store that I don't really like, and the dog's like peeing on it, and it's literally taking the piss. Can you help me on that? You wanna, we should go weed pasting sometimes. Sometimes you're a designer too. What kind of designs do you make?
Usually when I was in school, it was mainly like flyers, just doing that for like clubs and stuff, and then
Oh, right.
logos here and there.
Oh, you made
And
your own? Did you make your own logo?
yeah,
I mean, honestly, it's so cool. You know what? It reminds me of also Steven Universe.
yeah, I got that a lot. I never watched Steven Universe, but
Wait, you never watched the show?
no.
Oh my god, it's great. It's a great show.
Yeah, we made the logo. I was like, and then sometimes I make animations, but that's hard.
Animations. What do you think? How did you get into designing things? Like what's your origin story?
For design, when I was like in elementary, and like when I was like a child, I used to always like to draw and stuff.
Yeah.
And then pretty much did that until 8th grade, and then I decided not to go to art high school, to go to a regular high school. So then I took a break, did a year of art in high school before that program ended. And then when I got to college, I heard about new media arts, and
Yeah.
then I was like, I could get back into designing, and then
Nice.
that pretty much forced me to get Photoshop so I could do the homework at home and not wait for a computer lab.
Yeah. Wait. So when you went to our high school,
I didn't go
first,
to I didn't go to art high school. I decided not to go to the audition.
oh, to the audition for art high school.
Yeah, I decided not to go the day before. I was like, I don't feel it.
For which one? Frank Sinatra? Because I went to a bunch of them. Which one?
Brooklyn High School, the arts. It was something.
Oh, sick. Yeah, that whole process was crazy for me. It did because the high school didn't. Honestly, at the end of the day, high school didn't even matter. You know what I mean? Like I went to. I remember Thomas Edison. That didn't. I mean, that didn't really influence my college choice really too much. And then like or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny that you say that because I was going to an art high school uh, for my first year of high school, and because I really wanted to do art. And then I remember being in this art class. I met this cool art teacher, and then she was asking me if I wanted to be in this art competition, and then I was like, yeah, for sure. And so I worked on it after school. My art piece. It was pretty big on a big piece of paper with watercolor. And I remember just like a week afterwards, she spoke to me, the teacher, and she was like, "Hey, Joe, we're going with this other student to put into the art contest because she has a more defined style." And that broke my heart completely. And then after that, I remember just thinking, I'm never going to do art ever again. And that's why I went to because I used to go to arts and business high school in Flushing. And that's when I transferred to Thomas Edison because I was like, screw art. I'm gonna do something like I don't know. I forget what I wanted to really do. I think I was gonna get into biology or something. Um, yeah, but I've had those instances where I just quit completely from art. You know, even going into Baruch, I was going in there for biology. My major in Baruch in the transcript things, it still says biology, and then I changed it to journalism. So I thought I liked biology because I liked looking at like skeletons and organs. You know what I mean? But then I realized, you could, like how classes went online, could do it from home, could do the same studies at home. You just like take a person outside and you just bash their heads and you open their insides. That's a free biology course right there.
I did not condone violence, no criminal activities. If anybody's listening, just want to put that disclaimer out there.
We should hang out more often. No, for real. What was I saying? I've had these incidents where I quit art completely, which is crazy. Now it's been an ongoing, just like straight path. You mentioned to me that you've had those incidents too, right? Like you just stopped times from art. What would happen? What would you say happened? Because I'm curious.
I mean, with what you call it? Because in terms of like high school or 8th grade, I just didn't. The day before the audition, I just didn't feel it. I had everything set up. I was just like, to my mom, I don't feel like going anymore. Just like didn't have that feeling, and so I didn't go.
Yeah.
And then the art teacher, she was only in my high school for 1 year, so that's pretty much why I kind of like stopped that and just focus on school mainly.
Oh, I see.
And then now I've pretty much only really design when I feel like just have like it. When I feel like it, I feel like curating. Usually create something on my birthday. Like to put it out, but like I pretty much like took a break when the pandemic happened. Pretty much just like slow down. Just creating and designing. It wasn't coming out as it wasn't flowing. It was really me trying to push through it.
Mm, yeah, it sucks when it doesn't flow. But I mean, do you have other outlets for like creativity and stuff? Or
Creativity mainly my other hobbies or my hobbies usually rotate.
Mhm.
So right now playing fighting games, just trying to be competitive in that, and then like I do listen to music, but I don't like make music. I just mostly just listen to the beats and stuff.
Nice. What kind of music there you listen to?
Mainly rap because that's what I grew up on. But then I usually listen to like rock and R&B and other stuff and like
Nice.
pop.
What kind of rock do you like?
I don't know the genres of rock that much, but
I was gonna
nothing. It's not heavy metal or anything like that. But it's mostly I don't know. But it's not like too crazy.
I like the crazy stuff. I like when they're yelling about making a sandwich. Like, doesn't matter. The lyrics don't matter as long as it's just like some heavy screaming. Have you been to one of those punk concerts?
No,
I gotta take you to a noise show. Um, you heard of noise?
no.
It's just noise. It's just noise. It's just, you know, when you're hooking up your guitar amp and you connect your guitar, and that sound it makes right in the middle. It goes, zzz, right? Imagine that the buzzing noise distorted on big amplifiers, um, and it drones on for like a 30-minute set. And I feel like there's like I feel like that's the ultimate expression of anger there is in sound. It's so aggressive, you know. Yeah, they're crazy. There's a lot of crazy people out there, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I'm not one of them. I'm glad I'm not crazy.
Looks menacing. So yeah, right now I'm currently just creating a video for my birthday.
Oh yeah, you're making a video for your. What
Yeah.
kind of video is it?
Anime is it's what you call it? I took pictures from me from different years and then I made it to a sketch, then made it to a PNG, color
Nice.
PNG, and then I'm gonna have them transform into each other.
Wow. Oh wait, anime con. How was anime con?
It was cool. I met a lot of cool creators, see a lot of friends, just running into random people.
Did you
Yeah.
cosplay?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I was Draken for Tokyo Revengers.
Tokyo Avengers has a wait, what? Wait,
Tokyo
Tokyo has Avengers?
Tokyo Revengers.
Oh, Revenders. I've never heard of it. I hope do I have to cover this or don't get sponsored?
I don't know. I doubt it.
uh, but yeah.
Tokyo. So yeah, that was pretty much second year going, like my fifth con.
Mm-hmm. Your second year go to wait what?
And second year going to Anime NYC, but like my fifth con, I think, or probably sixth.
Oh, your fifth con.
Yeah.
You've been to Comic Con and stuff.
No, I haven't been to Comic Con yet.
Oh, like your fifth time going to Anime Con.
No, 'cause I went to DreamCon, which is RDC's convention,
A
Book
dream?
Comic Book of Comic Con, which is in Brooklyn, which is not too far from me.
What's DreamCon? Do you go to sleep and just like
No.
the entry at $60 in your dream too?
No, it's a convention by the group RDC World One. Yes, that's their whole name.
Wait, what?
You know the group RDC?
RDC? No, never heard of them.
You never heard of Mark or Supreme?
RDC?
Yeah, or Supreme Dream.
No. Supreme Dream. These sound cool though.
He
Cool.
met LeBron, and he met Kendrick, and he met J. Cole. He was in Boss's video with J. Cole.
No, not familiar.
Okay. Let me show you RDC.
Sure. Sick.
So you got RDC, all the members.
This is sick. This
Yeah.
looks like wait, so the team, they look like a sports team.
They make sketches and videos.
Oh,
Yeah, they're not that tall enough to be in a sports team. I am.
wait, so wait, I thought they made music. I thought they were like a band. They're not.
Nah, more
Oh,
content. Yeah. So they have a conference, DreamCon. I'm paying the whole commercial out there for them.
nice. Yeah, no, go like just DreamCon sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
DreamCon.
Pretty much anime, cosplay, all that stuff.
Was that guy Dream there? You know Dream?
Yeah, he's not there.
What? That makes no sense. Why is he not there? Should be.
It's a little crossover with the audience, not the same audience.
Okay, but his name's Dream. Like, if there was a Kanye con and Kanye didn't show up, is it really Kanye con? Oh, this is pretty cool though.
Yeah, they had Doswell last year. I played a little bit.
Sick. What? Did they sign that on by hand? That's be the worst signature I've seen in my life. Not because I'm an artist, because I know you're a designer too. But look at that. What is that right there? Like, I wouldn't even take the $50,000. There's like art. That's it. That looks like an ROC. Did you meet them?
Yeah, I met them last year.
Nice. Sick. Do you have like famous like who are your favorite artists?
Artists in terms of just art in general?
Yeah. Yes.
Pretty much the only two things would be like say like music would be like Jay-Z, Kendrick, J. Cole, Eminem, Lil Wayne, Drake,
Kanye?
Rakim. Yeah, Kanye. I was thinking like rapper, but more Kanye. Let's say he's more like music like Drake, like they're more like music in general.
He's like what?
They're like more like I consider like Kanye and Dr. Dre like more like music.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just like
you're saying Kanye is not music?
no, like he is like instead of like be like a rapper, he's just more of like he accompanies all of like aspect of music.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see.
Yeah. It's not just like the rapping, it's the beats, design, the curation of everything.
Yeah, he's an interesting person. I love his work. It's just I mean, what's going on lately? It's insane.
He goes off the rails sometimes. We just gotta be like, okay.
Yeah, I had to stop myself from sharing his music on my stories, but then I was like, well, it's just his music. You know, it's not actually him. I'm not support. Like, I'm not saying I agree with who he says. You know, I'm still gonna listen to his music. I listen to his music a lot still, but I don't support what he says. Unfortunately,
I miss the old Kanye.
I indeed miss the old Kanye. I need miss the old Kanye. Yeah.
And then like creators, RDC, King Vaders, people like them. And then like what else? Like acting was Chadwick, of course. Denzel be watching.
What did you study in Beirut?
Okay, so I changed my major twice.
Nice.
So I came with accounting, then I did computer information systems, but I got a 0 in the midterm. So I ended up with marketing.
How'd you do there?
Oh, easy.
Fantastic. I love that.
I mean,
I'm glad you changed it because it's like, honestly, I mean, if you changed it, I assume you must have thought that you needed that change, you know. So a lot of people don't take that step. It's important.
I mean, getting a 0 on the midterm is a really good sign.
Exactly.
That's a clear sign you could get. It's like this isn't for you.
That or yeah, that's a clear sign.
Just like there's no other direction you can go. Is either.
Yeah, I mean, and did it come from you always went like drawing and stuff? Is that where it came from, the getting into it?
Well, marketing, I was thinking like the tools graphic designers and major would just be the same thing as new media arts. They
Yeah.
pretty much just be. So I said that I wanted to get a different skill, so just choose marketing, which is related, is similar.
And what would you say to someone going to group like a freshman? What would your advice be?
Pretty much is always like know what your goal is, which
Uh-huh.
is that pretty much helps you with everything. So my goal was to graduate. That was the main goal, and it didn't matter how, just get out and
Get
the
out.
timely just get out of Brugge in the timely matter. So every time I came with a challenge, it was pretty much what decision would help me graduate.
So wait, you want people to get out of group,
I pretty much want them what they want to know what their goal is when they go to Brugge.
to get out of group.
I mean, some people is to get the Pacific education. Some people is to have this to like get a job or stuff like that. It's just or have making connections. It all depends on what they want.
That's very true. Yeah, knowing a lot of people helped for sure. When you were going to Brugge, like I just want to know because like I want to know if this I'm was the only person who did this. Would you wear socks, the same socks the next day?
No, that's just I'm a one day stop. If I'm outside, it's one day sock type of person.
Okay, yeah, because okay, that I mean, in terms of meeting people, that definitely that was that like when they talk about networking, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's the most valuable thing because when you meet someone and you're already making a face because of your smell, that's you learn a lot of lessons.
Yeah,
You got to
the
change your
first
socks every
impression.
day. Yeah, socks. I have
Yeah,
like the pair of pink socks I would always wear. My favorite socks. Gone now. Things stink.
that's right. This is a lesson. Take note and
Change.
change.
Yeah, change. You thought I would know from when I was being changed when I was a baby, but no, I'm learning lessons to this day. That's why they say that even when you're 50, you're still learning. So
Yeah.
yeah, and that's why yeah, basically that.
The print designing, it's fine, but then it gets annoying. But
It gets annoying. What's annoying about print design?
I think it's mostly what you call it? Just trying to figure out how to get the result you want, and it's just not working out. Or if you can't even get started, it's just like you don't see any vision. Then you're just sitting there, just looking at the screen, just like, okay, this isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, I could see that. It's funny. I haven't really struggled so much like that. I think I've mostly struggled in maybe the opposite. Maybe like going into a project or like a design concept and just literally going into it full speed and then just like staying with that thing for like 5 hours and forgetting to drink or eat. I've gotten very like too and focused in my work too much and um because I feel like sometimes I could get to a point where it's like how there's like people say, I mean, like you said, there's a worry of what you're gonna make, if it's gonna be okay and if it's not gonna be. Like if you just make it and if you just make it without even like I don't know how to put it other than like I mean yeah you not care but like I guess if you make it knowing that it's gonna be like the biggest piece of shit ever, then you're gonna actually make something incredible because like if you show Beethoven, let's say you go back in time, you showed Beethoven a song by Drake, they're gonna think it's trash because it's beyond their time. So if you're making something and you show someone and they're like, "Oh, this is trash," it's beyond their time. So um, I think you ever use crayons?
Been a while.
You should use them. They're fucking amazing. They're so they're so they're not like fine lines, you know what I mean? And I think that's so important. Like I feel like making everything perfect is a step closer to making everything corporate and bland and forced on this big demographic of people. And I think everything that is crumpled up and just like garbage is the real art.
Yeah. I'm also like when I design, I'm pretty much going off instinct. 'Cause I don't really know color theory or any like principles of design. It's
Yeah.
pretty much just like what I see looks good and just like, hey, this makes sense to me.
Yeah. I don't even think you need to know it. You know, I mean, you don't. I don't think anyone needs to know any of this color theory. Um, Screw color theory. I feel like it's just a feeling. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure you have your reasons why you make your designs and stuff, and I feel like it's just that. It's just a reasoning behind it. You know what I mean? Because like my reasoning was a dog, and um, I guess you that's I mean it comes with practice and stuff. So um, but yeah, I mean, what do you have like this piece of art that you're like, okay, this is like I'm super proud of this, and I'm like, you know, do you have one of those pieces? And I'm like, okay, this is like a fuck. This is like if you took one of those push pins and you put them on a map. This is where my life starts.
Probably would be like when I did the Latin History Month logo, and that was like with the different flags on the United States. It was just me. That was like my first time really designing, like being ahead, being in charge. Like okay, and then like having an idea, and then having it go through, and then just taking the feedback, and then working through it. So like that was like the start. That was like junior year. That was the start.
Mm. And what was the Latin? What was it? Latin history?
Yeah, let me see if I can find my
Oh yeah,
website.
for sure.
Let me see if I can find my website. I'm gonna have to go to the other browser. But while I do that, so yeah, anime NYC was cool. Like last year, just meeting people, seeing old familiar faces, trying to get some podcast guests.
Yeah. Wait. So how many? Have you counted how many you have so far? How many?
This will be either this probably be like 90 if I
Oh, on number 90.
yeah, be like the last for this year, so that'd be number 90. So a little less, around like 80 something. Let me see. T did twice, so that's will be 89. Then
It's gonna be the last one of this year.
yeah, one
Was it
delete did
that
twice.
bad? I thought we were doing good.
It's just way things are scheduled.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, you celebrate Christmas and like you have to like family time, or was it something else?
Yeah, it was also because I just only made 30 episodes a year because I knew my limits from when I was designing that I can't do 52 weeks straight hour burnout.
Yeah.
So like this was like the beginning of everything
Nice.
of me learning. So like, I did this and this was these two were added, but like this was me. So like
Guess where I'm from?
forget where.
If you don't guess, I'm leaving the podcast.
All right, see ya.
Is that where?
I have no idea.
Oh, you were saying bye already? Oh, okay. Number 90 is gonna go out in a good big bang. All right. Yeah. What do you think?
I have no idea.
Where?
I have no idea.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I won't take any offense.
I don't know. I started guessing people's heritage.
I feel like I saw your mouse going somewhere, and you're like, "Oh wait, no, I don't want to." Just take a guess.
Not sure.
In the water? You think I'm from Atlanta?
You
No. I'm from there. That's funny, you know, because I'm right in the middle. I'm right in the middle. America. I'm an American, okay? I'm an American. I can vote. No, I'm actually right next to that. It's Bolivia.
Bolivia is
Right there. Right
this
there.
one.
I'm Bolivian. How many Bolivian people have you met?
I don't know. Never counted. For flyers.
Oh, a lot of people? So wait, a lot?
I'm not sure. I just never counted.
Sick.
So yeah, that was me designing, and then I decided that become a designer, become something new.
Something. What would your title be now? What's your title?
Well, in terms of career,
Yeah,
I work in radio investment, so that's
a radio dude.
video investment. So pretty much, I go from podcasting to radio. So that's my whole day.
Podcasting to radio, as in, what do you mean? Like,
Pretty much with my career and then my expensive hobby of this podcast, we're pretty much in the same field.
Sick.
Just nice. I get to use my major.
It's always nice when you can do that. Yeah. How do your parents feel about?
My mom, she's in terms of like what I'm doing now, or
Yeah.
pretty much she's proud. Her whole goal in life was me to graduate college and then get a job. And I was like, what about fun? That wasn't part of the equation. So I pretty much did what I was supposed to do. And it happened to be in my major on my own terms because of the podcast. So
you're doing it during the pandemic too, right?
Yeah.
Did it used to be in person?
Yeah. When I was still working at Baruch, and then I had to go online.
Oh yeah. Pandemic was crazy. I nearly lost my mind.
I was panicking until I got over it and was like, okay, nothing's.
You were panicking?
Oh yeah, definitely was panicking.
Why were you panicking?
I didn't know what was going on. And I played Last of Us. I was like, this seems too familiar.
You're pretty tall.
Yeah.
I met you at the ELO event. You were pretty tall.
Yeah. I'm at least 6 foot, so.
Damn. How many girlfriends do you have?
None.
So like 100?
None.
What were we talking about? I forgot.
Like my mom, she's proud. She definitely is.
I'm glad. That's great.
Yeah.
I feel like I've done a lot of things that go against what my parents want me to do.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where I do them on purpose so they could desensitize me and I could have my mental freedom from doing whatever I want.
Yeah, like my mom and I, we definitely disagree on a lot of stuff, but like the whole thing was just graduate, at least to just graduate college. She was just pretty much just like a lot of people in our family and around us don't get that opportunity. They start off great and then they fall off. So the whole thing was like, stay. You're gonna.
Yeah. When did you graduate? What year?
2019.
Nice. Congrats.
Thanks.
When do you think I graduated?
Was it 2021 or was it 2020?
I never graduated. Plot twist. But you know what's funny? My mom was telling me the same thing. They really want me to graduate, and I was thinking about actually going and doing an ad hoc thing because I took like nearly 2 years of journalism, and when I took it, it was because I was really reading up into this journalist called Hunter S. Thompson. Do you know him?
Not at all.
He does a lot of hard drugs, or did. It took a big toll on his body, and eventually he committed not alive, Hemingway's way. And but he lived a crazy life, and I just loved his writings and the artist that drew for him called Ralph Steadman, and that's why I went into journalism. And then I was like, oh, I could be a journalist. That's it's cool. I could be a journalist. And then it turns out, I hate reading, and I hate writing. The only writing I like is when I'm writing in rhymes. When I'm like reading Dr. Seuss. Like I don't read any books. All I read are the books with the pictures, and they're the best. because I don't have to do any work. And I realized after 2 years, I was like, screw this. Like, I'm not going to read any more newspapers that you want me to. I hate politicians because I feel like they're all just so bland and corporate and stuff. And then, but it definitely taught me a lot about like talking to people and interviewing them and stuff. And it boosted up my social skills. But I think it was fitting for me to reject a lot of my journalism classes because I went into the ticker to draw cartoons that made fun of politicians. And it's crazy because I feel like maybe that's my calling, because I was born on election day, November 8th, which is insane.
Nice.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think I should be doing that, or just like fool around with like freaking dogs, and eventually I'll have like one of those tails, and then my friends are gonna completely reject me because they're gonna think I turn into a furry. Which one do you think I should do?
It depends on whatever you're calling it. Because usually for me, I just move in state. The way I move is move in stages. Whatever makes sense at the moment, I'm just gonna do that until either a question comes up or it doesn't just make sense anymore, and just say, okay, reevaluate what you're doing next. But I always choose things that I already have skills in, or I need to just add more. So like going from like designing to a podcast, it wasn't too difficult. I got to just learn. I have computers. I'm computer literate already. So then adding audio into it wasn't too crazy.
As in, you know how to code, or is it more you know the ins and outs of just the computer like program like on the surface?
I don't know the ins and outs. Like I'm better with programming. Like if you give me a computer application, I can pretty much use it. Like I pretty quick with learning. Coding is where I got that zero. So I haven't conquered that yet, but I did code a website. So I a little bit of enigma myself.
And do you feel like in the future you're gonna make this podcast like in person, like as in like go out and like go with a microphone to like random people and like just talk to them and stuff?
I think that'd be more what you call it? I don't think that fits my personality of because I don't like randomly go to talk to people, and then I like to give them the time to make the decision, and then I
Yeah,
know that everything like for the videos, and you have to be like be okay with the person consent and all that stuff. It's like here is mostly like we agree, we discussed everything, and we had like the
yeah,
time.
it's so much better. I'm like deathly afraid of talking to people and like going up to them and like, hey, like like talking to them. So like I spend all my time in my room. If you've seen my videos on social media, it's not me, it's my doppelganger. I don't go out. I'm just working on my book. But yeah, no, that's going out and talk to people is a whole other thing.
Yeah.
I've had to do it, unfortunately, because I do social media for a restaurant at the time. And it's one of those things that never goes away. Like, you don't want to disturb someone, and like you gotta do it anyway though. It's like when you're in public and you really need to go, like need to fart, and like you're in an elevator and you really don't want to do it, but you kind of know you have to do it. And so you just do it. And after that, you're like, wow, I did that. Like, wow, it smells amazing. And like, I'm proud of myself. It's kind of those things. It's like, you just got to rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you said, it doesn't fit all personalities,
Now, I can do it. I have done before, but like, it's not something that just comes naturally.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Whatever comes naturally, it's you. Has to work. You know what I mean? What got you into the idea of making these podcasts? Like, what got you?
Oh, so it was in 2019 in August after I graduated. I came home from an interview and I wasn't happy. And then I see somebody I met on a podcast. It was Earning Leisure. And then I was like, I can definitely do that. So then it took me like a month or two like to get through the idea of forming it. And then I started it.
Whoa. And wait, you didn't like the interview that they interviewed in, they interviewed you for a job, or was it
Yeah,
a
a job.
oh oh I see. I thought it was a podcast, and you're
Oh
like,
no,
it's better.
no, it was a job interview, and I just came home and I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't like feeling happy at the moment.
Yeah.
I just need something to do to give me a job.
Do you remember your first person that you interviewed?
Yeah, it was my friends like T, Cat, and all of them. It was all in
Wait,
the
cat?
yeah.
You interviewed a cat?
No.
They're called cat.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. T?
Tia Mary, Tia.
I'm not familiar. I was gonna ask. I mean, I didn't know the cats drank tea, but okay.
Yeah, all of them, and who else? It was Matt. I think it's us. So it was all of us, and I interviewed them. We all talked, and then that was 2019, December 2019. Around it was funny around everybody else is having finals, and I'm just like, I graduated, but I need to get this podcast done.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's I'm happy for you that you found something that you really love to do. I mean, shoot, 90 episodes, it's not easy. So you definitely put a lot of work into it, a lot of time. Um, how's your sleeping schedule?
It's pretty horrible. Fall asleep around like 3, wake up around 9.
You fall asleep at 3?
Yeah,
Oh, a.m.
yeah.
9 is not that bad.
I work mainly because I work from home, so that's why I do that. But
Okay.
once I have to go back into the office, I might have to start falling asleep around like 12.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, man. Have you had lucid dreams?
I think sometimes it's not really, I don't really have like lucid dreams, but I have like dreams, and then I realize I'm in the dream, but I really don't control it. I'm still like going through the dream.
So you're like watching a movie, that's your dream, or which one? Like you're in your dream,
Yeah.
but you're watching yourself.
No, I'm still in first person.
Okay. And what did you do in these dreams?
I don't know, just go through it and just whatever. Sometimes I'll be having dreams about like school and work, and I'm just like, I graduated years ago. I'm not going back.
Did you ever had a dream where you're like naked in your school?
Nah.
Okay, I had those dreams.
Just like the cartoons.
Yeah, no, it's like the cartoons. No, I've had insane dreams, and recently I had a dream that someone passed away, one of my family members in Bolivia, and so but I couldn't remember whether it was like in my dream, whether that was real or not. And I try to wake up so hard, and I just uh, I just ended up I just couldn't. It was such a dilemma in my head. And when I woke up eventually, I was like, oh, they didn't pass away. But now it made me really want to go talk to them before anything happened. So now I'm thinking of going back to Bolivia in February, hopefully. Have you ever had one of those
Nice.
things? You had a dream and like you just change your life forever or something, or like you just want to you just have to do something now.
No, I don't even remember my dreams. They usually happen and then kind of forget what happens when I wake up.
Honestly, those are the best kind of dreams. I remember. Yeah.
So yeah. What else? We just talking, vibing, designing.
I'm just talking. I don't know if
Yeah.
you're designing. Are
Mhm.
you designing and talking?
In my head, I'm designing for the video. I'm trying to figure out how to transition. Because when you do a 3D,
Add this in the video. Woo! And that could be the intro. You're gonna do it. Say
that's
it.
so much editing. I had to find out when you did that.
I'm giving you too much to edit. I'm doing too many. I hope the volume's not. I hope I'm not talking too loud.
Nah, maybe I can always edit it. Like always over it if I need to, but
Okay.
the louder the better.
Make sure you include the part about the bathroom.
Yes.
That's super important for artists.
Yes.
Like having a nice diet that you can like rely on.
Mhm.
And Popeyes isn't the best all the time. They don't even they don't even think about it. They don't even have spinach in Popeyes. How's it called Popeyes? They don't got spinach. What a disgrace. Come on, man. It's supposed to be making you strong. It's called Popeyes. Why? I ask myself. I think I'm gonna make a new book. It's gonna be called Popeyes Mall because I feel betrayed. There's no spinach in there. Honestly, I probably wouldn't even eat the spinach. Do you like eating spinach?
Nah,
Yeah, me neither.
don't like the taste.
It's a nice texture, I think.
Your mind just goes over the place. It's like, here's a thought, and then here's a new thought.
My mind?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There was a wall there. I think it's just because hell, I don't know. I think it's this hat. I think that's what it is. You have a hat like this?
Nah.
You have something that you consider it doesn't have to be a hat. It has to be like something that you identify with. It's like who you are, Like it could be a pebble that you have in your pocket.
Probably like the planter sneakers I have. The planters.
What?
The planters peanuts.
Peanuts?
The planters. The peanuts with the guy with the.
I'm sorry. Plants and peanuts.
Let me show you. It's over. It's behind me, but I'm not going to go get it. Planter sneakers. There you go. Nope, wrong thing. These. Because it's just so different, ain't nobody else gonna wear it.
Those are some pretty cool sneakers.
But I wear it.
How often do you wear them?
Not too often.
And wait, so do they have like are those glasses on top? Oh no. Oh, that's a face with a monocle.
Yeah.
Well. Oh, wait a second. These are the peanuts from like that you eat.
Yeah.
This is the brand that makes the peanuts, the Mr. Peanut guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Where did you get these?
They had a promotion in 2019. They were selling them.
Whoa,
and
where?
then
Wow.
they had a website.
Does it say plant? I don't even remember the brand of peanuts. What does it say? Planters?
Yeah.
Incredible.
And like nobody else is gonna wear them besides somebody like me.
Exactly.
I like wearing different things.
Yeah, you just gotta be like screw it and like you just gotta wear the peanut shoes sometimes,
Yeah.
What do you wear with it? Like, because I know they're a bright yellow with blue. Do you wear like a shirt, a jacket, specific with those shoes, or?
It's very hard to style with them. They're the hardest sneakers for me to pair up or anything.
Yeah.
But it's usually I probably try to go like I usually wear a lot of black, so anything with like yellow and blue in it will match up perfectly.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I feel like it's nice having like something you just wear all like your all your clothes is just like neutral. It
Mm-hmm.
could be like black shirt, black pants, and it's that one thing that stands out.
The website don't exist no more.
The website for what?
The sneakers Crunch Force one don't exist no more.
Well, damn, how much are those worth now?
Depends on the size and condition, like always. People selling them.
I always wanted the clear shoes. Those clear shoes, the Converse, but that have like you can see your socks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I always liked wearing my pink socks, and I always want to show them off. Do you have cool socks? You must.
No, really no. The only cool socks I really have is some Fortnite socks I got from work.
Nice. Where do you work?
Group M.
Cool. What?
Group M.
Group M.
Yeah,
What's that?
it's a media company. Mhm.
Sick. Group M.
And I work on the audio investment team.
Nice. Group M sounds. I like the word group. Do you have favorite words?
This is like Barcelona is one of my favorite words.
Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona. It's just like the way it sounds.
Barcelona.
So yeah, way it sounds.
I like the words spunk, uh, gunk, and I think those. That's it.
Yes, I'm also
Actually,
6 foot, which is hilarious.
I moved my screen, so now the continuity is not going to be the same. Oh,
Oh, well.
oh, that's good. I hope that noise is not. Oh my god! You know what? Just there we go. This is noise. My laptop. It's annoying.
So yeah, you said I was tall, which is I had a conversation earlier, different podcast episode about being tall. That was hilarious.
About being tall.
Yeah.
That must have been a long conversation.
Yeah, it's just funny how people say I'm tall. Like I never consider myself tall. Like, I am tall, but it's not like crazy tall.
I think. I mean, also, I mean, your hair seems to add a few inches too. Did you always have this haircut?
I started growing 2018. I started growing my hair.
2018.
Yeah, I had braids before, but I cut them off. So
Ah,
then I started regrowing my hair in 2018.
and what was the inspiration behind your hair?
I just wanted to try a fade. Just wanted to try it out, and then just kept it.
Do you do it yourself or
Oh, barber, definitely.
nice? I cut my own hair now.
Nice. That saves a lot of money.
We have to show everyone my hair now.
Yeah, I don't have to trust in my hair cutting abilities.
Actually, it took a while. It takes a while to. Sorry, my ears. Like, it takes a while to like train your hand to cut your hair because, boy, have I had patches on my head, and but you could always shave it. I guess shave it all off. You could be, bald. And so it's nice when you're going to those concerts and you just like bang your head. Your hair won't get in your eyes and stuff. Yeah,
No, just growing it.
your hair is great.
Yeah.
I envy you. You can brush. You can have your like. You can just touch your head and you're like your hair looks like it's super soft.
Yes, it definitely is. It doesn't really nap up that much.
Yeah, I'm not saying I envy you because you have your hair. I'm saying like I envy you because like I wish I was there and I could just like on your head right now, touch your hair. I hope that's not too weird. And I hope you're going to include this in your recording because you're a good friend. You ever bleached it or is it bleached?
No, it's natural.
It's not. It looks a bit. It looks light.
Yeah, it's white and gray hair.
Nice. I actually have a lot of gray hairs too. It's incredible. It's like coming out of nowhere. Mines are like silver. Are those silver or no? They're like gray.
Like light gray, grayish, some white.
Yeah. No. I mean, honestly, I think it fits you a lot. It fits you, and that's why I thought you bleached it in some style.
Nah, that's since birth, pretty much.
Yeah, I was birthed an old man too, and stuff. So I feel you. Yeah.
Going to college, it's all going all crazy. It was like, we're going to be everywhere. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to miss my black hair when I get older.
When you get older?
Yeah, I'm going to miss having black hair.
Oh, wait. So wait, does your dad have like gray hair and stuff?
No.
No? So what side of the family is the hair from?
I don't know. I have the most gray hair of the intermediate people in my family.
Maybe you're stressed. Sure you're not stressed? You tell me. I'm under.
I don't know, probably. Probably not. I don't know.
What are you stressed about?
I don't know, trying to survive, trying to make money, trying to have
Yeah.
fun, trying to save.
And what do you what do you feel your mission in life is like? What do you feel uh like your calling is like?
I don't know. I don't think I have one yet. I'm still trying to figure out what's the answers.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
just going.
I feel like you've probably heard a lot of cool advice from different people. You've definitely interviewed a lot of people. 90 people, 90. So
It's about like 86 in total. Without the repeats, there's 2 repeats. Well, my mom, so that's a little closer like to 80 without
nice.
repeats.
So let's make this a 90th anniversary podcast, and let's include all the inspirational quotes, your favorites from throughout the. This is a surprise 90th anniversary podcast of Let's Gather, and here we're going to show we're going to talk about the best inspirational quotes you've heard.
Okay, I don't remember any of them. There's been 90 conversations.
I'm sure one of them was like, shit, I don't know. Sure, one of them was like, try to have a low libido, right? Like,
It's 90 episodes. It's so much. I don't remember people saying anymore.
yeah. Are you gonna forget this too?
I mean, eventually, like right now, I'm going to remember.
I hope you do remember this one. This is the most exciting one you've been on, right?
Definitely one of the most random.
Random? You what? Random? I'm not. You send me the link. That's not random. This is a schedule. I was on schedule. Let's talk about career paths. Yeah. Do you feel like a lot of college kids find their path throughout their lives, or do you feel like there's a point like they have to wait a bit, or do you feel it's you know what I mean? Like kind of do you feel like a kid already has it probably determined way back in his childhood, or do you feel like that just it's something they figure out?
I think it's a combination of both. Like there are paths that you are exposed to, and then decisions are made for you, and you make your own decisions, which leads you to different paths.
Yeah.
Because let's say I did go to the art high school and say, yes, we all know what happened.
Yeah.
Let's say I didn't go to Baruch, I went to, let's say, Hunter. That's a different decision in itself.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, I guess that could impact it. But you think that even regardless of what path you take, do you feel like it's predetermined what you're meant to do? Like
No.
it's installed into you when you were a kid? Maybe?
No.
No?
Like some people find their passion early, which is great.
Yeah.
And then some people just gotta try everything out until they find something.
That's very true.
Because you can be set on a path, but then at one moment you can say, "Hey, I don't want to do this no more," and then you just want to do something else.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's very true. I don't know. I can't imagine myself quitting art. I think this is too much fun. I can't imagine myself leaving this college. It's too much fun. You're pretty fun.
I try to be.
You're very fun. I was wondering that just because it's like I was just thinking about how people grow up and how uh the mothers and fathers, how they impact our lives, and do they how they kind of bring us up as children impact what we do as a career choice. Something I was wondering.
Definitely does have an influence. My mom definitely have an influence. She was definitely, again, pretty much go to school and then go to school, go to work, and pretty much just like that. But she never really wanted like she never really told me what to major in. She just told me not to do accounting. But besides that, she pretty much just said, "Do what you want," because she's not in the classroom with me. I'm in the classroom, so I don't have to see what I like.
Wait, she said not to do accounting?
Yeah.
Why? Because it was boring.
Yeah.
So so let's shout out all of our homies who are an accountant. You were all boring, and you've made the bad choice according to the podcast.
Now I might need you to help me out with the taxes when the podcast start making money.
The taxes?
Yeah.
Oh, your accounting friends help you? Oh, yeah, you can write off a lot of things, right? Because it's like self-employed or something. I don't know.
It's a long story, but when it starts making money, I'll start doing all that. Right now, just expenses ain't no money.
I mean, hey, man, we're not in accounting, so that's the best part. We don't live boring lives. How else did your mom influence you? I mean, like, just did she teach you certain things? Did she like bring you out to talk to people, to be like social? Because like I feel like I'm talking about in the perspective of the podcast. Like, do you feel like she put you in a course to?
Oh no, that's definitely one of the many things we conflict about. I'm more outgoing than she is.
Really?
Yeah.
Sick.
She was mostly telling me to be less outgoing, to talk to less people. I'm always arguing like, no, I'm gonna talk to more people. So that's something that we always butt heads about. She was mostly like more like her lessons more like survival. It wasn't really like school. Like once I got to like sixth grade, reading for school became like autopilot. I pretty much was doing it on my own. She didn't really had to be like too much. So her thing was more like just life lessons and just how to survive.
Right. Interesting.
It wasn't really career based on like school based. It was like just do, since I was like good at it, just do what you do, and then don't make any stupid decisions.
And where do you see yourself in like 10 years from now? 5 years. 10 years. Well, you were gonna answer anyway.
I have no idea, but I'm about to be 25 in 2 days at the time of recording.
2 days? Your birthday's in 2 days?
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday! And where's the party?
Yeah, this is the next day of Thanksgiving. Ain't no time for no party. Everybody with their families.
People who celebrate Thanksgiving are celebrating this guy who killed people.
Yeah. That's
Let's not get political in here. No, I think Thanksgiving. I mean, honestly, my parents celebrate Thanksgiving.
I like the 3 days off, so.
Yeah, free day off. Oh, that's true. Yeah, well, I guess you get a free day off for your birthday as well, right? No, wait, the day before.
It's not happening, huh?
When is Thanksgiving?
Thursday. This Thursday. So for me, it's a half a day of work. So Thanksgiving is
so you can get black out drunk at like your party and then just like, eat a lot the next day. Perfect. Right?
Well, I'm about to be 30. I was like, I'm getting old.
I mean, it's not too bad. Still pretty young.
Yeah.
At least around 50. You know how many people would kill to be in their 20 somethings, 20 or 30s and shit. So that's how old I am.
You're younger than me. You're like 21, 22, 20.
Yes, 22.
Okay.
How can you tell?
No, I know you're younger than me. I think granted I met you when I graduated, so I don't know what year you came in.
Yeah, I forget too what year I came in. But I didn't finish college, so that's why it's like kind of confusing. Up the time.
Also, college college is not for everybody. Some people just fall into the career outside of school. It's all good.
Yeah, I feel like right now that's what I'm doing. I feel like because I'm not in college, although it taught me a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And basically a lot of my friends right now are from college. I mean, heck, like this podcast here is basically from Baruch College. As a root from that. So it taught me a lot of things, but I felt like every time I joined the club at Baruch, I always felt like I was on a leash. I don't know. like I don't know, like there was no freedom to do to disrupt or just like or mind I don't know something around of just like creating something um bigger. I feel like when you go into brew clubs and I guess into the ticker. I mean, of course, it's a set newspaper, and you have to write what between like you have to write in the margins.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I feel like after I left Baruch, I was like I could finally like write like screw the margins. I could write whatever I want. I could paint out of the the lines. I mean, not in like a I guess like artistic way of making the drawings, but in a more creating way or creating towards something. So I think that's leaving Baruch was definitely fruitful for me in that way. That's what I took away from it somehow.
Yeah, it's mostly like, cause this is like a business school. It's teaching you how to follow directions, be uniform, and then everything has a mission and a goal that they want. I think what you want is that to create something and have it just have no defined meaning. It
Yeah,
has,
you know what? I think you put it the best way. I think what you're saying like it was to learn to be uniform. And what was the other word you used?
everything has like a mission. Like each club, like when you create something in Baruch, you need to have it to relay the message.
Right. Um, but yeah, no, the thing, the word uniform really stuck with me, and I think I didn't want that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was exactly the opposite of what I was looking for. Um, and yeah, and now like when I created the book, it was literally I was almost about to have this one spread that was completely blank. Like it was just gonna be a blank spread in the middle of the book for no reason, because I thought it's my book. I could do whatever I want. If it's not you're not supposed to do that. You're
Yeah.
not supposed to just break the story like the story kind of flow and just put blank spread for no reason. But I thought like, but I could do that if I wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So um, I felt like I was gonna do that just to show myself that I had this freedom to do that and stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that's what I took away from Brooke. I feel like now if I go back, I'm probably not gonna go into so many clubs because I feel like I probably have an urge to destroy them from the inside out. Yeah.
I just met a lot of people in Baruch, and that helped me out. So,
How do you feel it helped you out?
just being able to meet. It's like each decision I made was influence a future decision indirectly. So I started making the flyers and for Black History Month, and then I met the Red City person for the one club, and then I went to the whatchamacallit, what's that thing? They had a conference, and then I met one of my podcast guests there, and then we became cool. So like each decision, it's every time I met somebody, it was like leads me to another.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, I feel like everyone in Baruch has like their own paths, and I feel like it's just because it's a business school, people think there's no creatives, but I feel like it's insane. It's the dynamic that Baruch has compared. I mean, they just compared to like art schools. I feel like an artist would feel more like just more special in Baruch compared to an art school, and in a way, it can help them in some ways that the art school can't. Because I feel like being just the only, say there were only 5 artists in Baruch, they're gonna rule the creative world in Baruch. But if they're like in an art school, they're gonna be one in like a billion, million, trillion in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I'd say like the art school will force you to be great. It force you to be the 1%. Like you have to be great,
Mhm.
but it might force you into. It might easily also force you into a way of thinking.
Yeah, I could see that too. You know what I mean? Maybe
Like,
college is just not You know, I mean, maybe college is just it just sucks. Maybe we should just all start learning from home, um, and stuff. Honestly, I failed this philosophy class there. I have an F. It's the only class I have an F on. And now when I was adding on to my book recently, what I was doing, I was I was naturally compelled to these philosophies from different philosophers, like just especially like specifically Carl Jung. Are you familiar?
I heard the name.
Yeah, so like I was just compelled to this day I'm still like reading up on his philosophies just because they correlate with the book so much. And like but I'm like learning so much more than I learned in philosophy class that I failed, you know. So I think that I think that's so fruitful, you know what I mean? It's like just some classes are just like you're like force fed. No one wants to be force fed anything, you know, doing it at your own pace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you take design classes at Baruch or no?
The linear arts so I took animation,
Nice.
the what you call it? Programming design class. And
Ooh,
I had to
nice.
and I had to do the capstone. And I took graphic design 101, pretty much like the 1000 level.
There was this one class that was really helpful for me actually. It was acting class.
Mhm.
And I took it just because I just took it because I just wanted to try it out. I don't even think it was in my college thing. And it was incredible. It was I love the improvisational part. It was so fun. And you could really be yourself there, you know what I mean? Do you ever I'm sorry, can you hear that? Yeah, that's my dad. He'll be part of the podcast too, I guess. It's the real experience in my world. Um, I live in the. Just a second.
Mhm. Do, 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 do.
Anyway, back to what we were talking about, acting. What are you saying? I took this acting class, and I what was I saying?
Be yourself. You want to take it. Improvisation.
Improv all life is improv. I've come to the conclusion with that life is like the biggest pun that's being played on us. Everything's a joke. What do you think on that?
I have no idea. Life definitely you have to just make it up as you go. Nobody really, you can have a plan, you can have all the data, all the research, and it still goes wrong.
Exactly. And
And
it
you have to,
goes wrong and it's like the world's laughing at you. You just gotta laugh with it, you know?
yeah.
Something goes wrong, like nothing's gonna go right because everything is just random chaos and we're just an anthill in the universe, you know.
Mhm.
We will go one day. But yeah, that's what I think.
Mhm. Back to Baruch. If you with the designers in Baruch, they're all pretty much covered it. So you have to learn a different skill, which is managing like if you have a team, managing multiple projects. And
Wait, what did you say?
I'm going back to the Baruch thing you between the Baruch and like the art school, and then with that skill, there's a whole different skill set.
Yeah. You're saying that people need to like find different skills, you mean? Like
No, in Baruch, if you do like the creators, they had to like learn how to like manage multiple projects or like
oh yeah.
me, I had to learn how to lead a team of like different designers and stuff.
Oh yeah, really? Oh. Yeah, no, I mean that must be really yeah, that must be like some hardcore organizing. How did they teach you that? Was it like just like oh wait, you mean in the club? You're managing a club or
Pretty much, yeah. Like, for that history month, I pretty much to get some of my friends to help me out with the designs. Because designing for a home office is a lot of work.
yeah. Yeah, no, it is a lot of work. And um What would you say your biggest project there was?
Biggest project there. I mean, I made some animations for a professor.
Oh, nice.
I mean, animation.
What was the animation?
He had a book and he wanted me to like, animate to bring some images and stuff into different parts of it.
Whoa, he had a book, or what do you mean? He wrote the book, or was
Yeah,
for
he wrote the book.
wrote the book? Damn, that's insane. That's pretty cool. And what was? Do you do it all digitally, or do you do it like traditionally on paper?
Oh, digitally, so like get images and then like learn how to move words and stuff.
Or Procreate?
After Effects.
Oh, After Effects. Oh yeah, no, After I've seen some crazy stuff being done on After Effects. I have to get into it and stuff, but I only use Photoshop and InDesign sometimes. Premiere Pro as well. No After Effects though. I don't know. I've only used it once or twice for a video. It's complicated, but I respect anyone who knows. I respect you for knowing how to do all that you do, all the animation stuff. It's incredible.
Yeah, after this, I'm gonna go back to the birthday one and hurry up, finish that, and then get this podcast episode for this week done. It's not even done.
Oh yeah. Did you interview someone else?
They all pre-recorded already.
Oh. Who'd you interview?
But this one, I'm trying to figure out because this one can either be about domestic violence or can it be about about leadership, depending on how which episode went out first. And so far, the domestic violence one's out first, and I'm just like, around Thanksgiving,
It's good.
yeah, let's do
You
it.
just gotta break the system. What's this one gonna be about?
This one, I was gonna say, I talked to my friend Joe. We were talking about random things, college, his book,
You gotta mention pink
life.
socks. Pink socks are important. Yeah. No, I'm glad. I'm sorry, my ears like fucking there. Yeah, no, I'm glad we're doing this podcast and I could finally talk to you because I feel like in Baruch
We never talked.
we never talked, and it was. I mean, I feel like I got to know you a bit more, but I feel like this is just I'm talking to a screen. You think about that? We're just talking to ourselves. I'm not even there, and you're talking to a screen right now. You know what I mean? You're just talking to a video. If you really think about it, it's just you're just like alone in your room. You know. Yeah. Sorry, it's a lot of thoughts to go into my brain a lot of times.
Yeah,
And I hope it wasn't too chaotic. But
I mean, my brain doesn't stop thinking either, so I'm always.
what do you think about a lot of this, like ideas or?
Sometimes ideas come up. I'm trying to write them down. I want to make some videos, but I just don't know idea how to make videos. Like every time my mom goes sneaker shopping and I'm accompanying her, they always give me the sneaker. Like she's buying the sneaker for me to try on, and I'm just like, this isn't even my size. I'm not even in the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm been trying to figure out how to make that into like a funny sketch.
Oh yeah. You even like a little skit for like what like a like TikTok or more?
Yeah, something like that. Something quick.
Something quick, yeah.
Just get the message how like every time we go to a sneaker store and I'm with her, I'm not in the conversation, but they give me the sneaker.
Well, wait, does that happen frequently? You go to like these sneaker stores and your mom buys you shoes?
No, like when she buy herself some sneakers, not just we're there with her, just accompanying her, and she's looking out for sneakers for her, but they give me the sneaker when they come back to try on.
That's funny. You know what you should do maybe if your mom's down with that, with this, what if you record her doing a sneaker review?
I mean, it'll be quick. She's not really.
Oh, she doesn't talk too much?
Nah, like she doesn't really do like video. Like she was on the podcast, but like besides that, she isn't.
I have to watch more of your podcast. I don't think I've watched one.
It's all right.
I have to watch one. I just didn't want to watch one. I just wanted to like kind of jump into this one without any predetermined. I didn't want to be like I have to not be myself. So that's why
yourself.
This, you know, I mean, you gotta jump out of the plane with no parachute sometimes.
Yeah,
it's the best way to jump. But yeah,
Cool. We should hang out sometime.
I would love to. Where do you usually go? What do you like to do a lot of the times?
Right now, I'm trying to learn that, so I'm going to different tournaments. Going to different convention.
Trying to what? You said?
I'm going to tournaments right now. I'm going to conventions. I'm trying to play basketball again once it get warmer. Unless I
Nice.
find a gym.
Nice. Which kind of gym do you go to?
I need to find one.
The what's it called? Blink. I used to go to Blink, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I've been going recently, so like I can't cancel my subscription. I've gotten into more just jogging and stuff. Do you jog or no?
I should. I don't.
It's really therapeutic. I would definitely recommend it. Just because like you could go with like just music and you just run, and it's also I feel like you could explore more of your neighborhood, and you go a distance, and then you could even walk back, and it's a nice walk. I think or at least where I live right next to like Forest Park, so like there's a lot of trees,
Mhm.
and it's so therapeutic. It's like the only place I go to just clear my mind, and it's like my safe space for me. I was
Yeah.
gonna go today, but today was actually my self care day. I take a lot of well, I don't take a lot of self care days, but I dedicate one day to like taking care of myself. Like
Mhm.
I was like a person I'm taking care of. I'm like trying to treat, and so um I didn't do it justice though because I just end up working on my own stuff. Uh I just end up like working on my book and stuff, and I really have to get better at. I was supposed to find myself food today, and stuff, but I'm like screw it, or I'll just do it tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so important. Those self care days, Jesus,
Sometimes I just stop what I'm doing and just do anything else. Just do nothing.
meditation is incredible.
Yeah.
I feel like what you're saying, like not doing anything. When you start to meditate and breathe, I feel like that's the ultimate not doing nothing, because then you're not even thinking of anything else. It's like you're not worrying about anything else. You really like clear your brain.
Mhm.
Um, like recently I've had to do that so many times. Not even like just to take care of myself, but like as a necessity.
Mhm.
Like because I get these things where I'm like, I get overly excited, too much energy in my system, and I really need to calm myself down. Like I need to literally take a breather, because then I'm restless, and um I'm like, oh God, like I need to calm down. I'm like, so breathing. Oh my God, breathing saved my life completely.
Yeah.
Not doing anything. It's so powerful. But yeah.
So we can continue talking. Let me end the conversation here because that's a lot of editing. So
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry if
no, we can
a
continue
lot.
later.
I forgot it was like until 8 and stuff. But
So
yeah, let's cut it off. Yeah, yeah.
the last question would be, what would you name your origin story?
What would I name it?
Yeah.
Um, what would I name my origin story? I would name it um Mickey getting run over by a car.
Oh, let's go with that. And where can people find you if you want people to find your book and anything like that?
Oh, okay. So you can. I have my Instagram is dogmall, but it's like dogmall instead of an O is a 0.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then if you see me at a show, you probably see me with my Goofy hat on or my Pluto hat on. So you just walk up to me and talk to me. I don't bite. I've been bitten before, so I won't do that. And yeah, I would say I'm pretty approachable, but heck, I don't know. You tell me. Am I approachable?
Yeah.
Sick. Okay. Yeah, dog mall with a 0 instead of an O on Instagram. And I don't have a website right now or anything like that. I used to have one, but not anymore. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, you want to listen to my music? I have Spotify on at Joel CBV. CBV. C as in carrot, B as in balloon, and V as in Valentine.
Nice. That brings another episode of the Let's Get Podcast to a close. Again, you can find more information about my friend Joe by clicking the link in the description below. This is the last episode of season 9 for the Let's Get Podcast. The Let's Get Podcast will come back for season 10 in January 25th, 2023. Hope you enjoyed that day, and I hope to see you there.